crazy?
What is crazy?
That we're back! Organized culture is back in the building.
Shit.
We need the week off.
Yeah, I know. It
Prior engagements.
was getting too crazy out here. I know.
For y'all that don't know, Drect is also a teacher. He teaches
on my way to being one.
On his way to being
Yeah.
a teacher. But for anybody that doesn't know, my name is Bishop Brigante. This is my co-defendant right here, Drect. You know what I'm saying?
What's poppin', yo? I don't got the super wide angle like I usually do, but we'll be back with it next week.
Already out the gate, yes, Clips is the GOAT. But this is Organized Culture, where we organize the culture. And oh my God, what a week! What a couple of weeks.
Well,
what's going on out here, man?
Let me say it like this: for y'all that didn't just hear what Bishop said, we took a week off last week. It's because that I'm working on becoming a teacher at the AUC. If you don't know what that is all the historic black colleges in Atlanta. That whole area is called the AUC, Spelman, Clark, Atlanta, et cetera. And I was invited to Clark, Atlanta. They have a hip hop studies program, and I taught once there at the end of last year. About battle rap as a part of the hip hop course, and they wanted to bring me back. Now in the fall, we're looking to do a whole semester with this curriculum, talking about battle rap and hip hop. I brought Mickey Fax up there with me. It was dope, and we're also planning on taking a bunch of the students on a field trip where they get extra credit and shit like that. And I was just like, damn, I wish when I was in school, I could take a battle rap field trip for extra credit. That would be crazy. So that whole opportunity was ill. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'll detail it more. Maybe can we edit clips in here, Bishop?
Mm-hmm. Oh, edit clips?
I mean, can we like take video clips and like play them in the middle of this?
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
Maybe we should do that from our journeys and travels.
Absolutely. I just played a video promoting the new T-shirts that I've put on my website.
I saw it. That red outfit you had was fire. I like that. You got the Heather Gray. What y'all know about Heather Gray?
I got the Heather Gray out here. I got the Hershey. You don't even know about the O. Henry. I'll show you this right now.
The O. Henry? Is that an old ass candy bar?
The O. Henry though?
That look the O. Henry. Oh, that is the old candy bar.
Oh, Henry though?
That's hot. I like that.
Where you from?
I need all that. How much you got in the stash, bro?
You want to see my wall? I just re-upped on all new stuff. So
I'm gonna need 10 of everything, bro.
Everybody got to go to theends.ca if you want to cop something. Oh, look at this. Okay, so what? So where are we jumping into right now?
All right, man. I think.
Okay, wait. Are we gonna start with like the big one? Pause. Are we gonna start with the big one though, like the big story?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
All right.
You break it down. I'll comment. I'll hype man this joint.
So we started off with
Will.
Will Smith and his wife Jada sitting front row at the Oscars. Chris Rock is doing his monologue, saying a couple funny things. Says something to Will, but kind of like just wanted to include Jada off the cuff. It felt very unrehearsed and unscripted. Took a moment, observed Jada with the short hair, fires off a comment about G.I. Jane 2, see you there. I feel like the people laughed. I felt like the laugh that people did was kind of uncomfortable. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I'm laughing because it's funny. It was more like, oh, this is awkward. You know what I mean? One of those. Will Smith got up, walked up on stage, They gave him a deaf fuzz. In Toronto, we call that a deaf fuzz. You know what I'm saying? You got
A deaf fuzz?
a deaf fuzz, like, yo, he caught a box in his face, and then he slapped him. He slapped. Like, I mean, it didn't really seem like it was that hard, but he definitely boxed him in his face to the point that Chris Rock immediately went to narrating the night. He immediately went, "Oh shit, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me." So like he immediately started narrating what was happening in the moment. That's when you know you caught a serious box in your face. You know what I'm saying? So
Bishop,
Tasha said spell that. It's DEAFAZ.
nah, y'all made that up. That sounds like
It's real. It's a deaf fuzz, bro.
nah, man.
Yo, when we get off this, go on Twitter and say, "Hey, all my people from Toronto, what is a deaf fuzz?" And they're gonna. It's a box, bro.
That sounds like a 90s rap group from Nova Scotia, bro.
Nah, bro, that's some Toronto shit, bro. It's a deaf fuzz.
Yo, look, right? Check this out. So, when you first saw it, were you one of the slap truthers, or were you one of the conspiracy theorists? Like, oh, you could tell it's fake.
Oh no. That was he caught a box, bro. That was our box.
When you're as rich as both of them, if either of them does anything, massive amounts of people are gonna go watch it or view it, right? You don't need this type of media to back whatever project you're working on. Like this, can somebody in the chat or Bishop, can you explain to me what the Will Smith slap conspiracy would be? Because I saw a couple people like, oh, they made
I can't explain it because it's dumb. It's the
Anunnakis controlling the pyramids, and that's why he slapped them, because the apocalypse is coming.
I don't subscribe or spend any of my time speaking to people that are like that. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think we should give too much time to the weirdos. Like, people just are running out of things to talk about and argue online. Here's my thing. I made a post about it, and I wrote on my Instagram, I'll read it to you. I read, "Imagine there's an uproar about a man being all in when he stands up for his wife for being disrespected on national television.
Uh-huh.
It may not have been a big deal of a joke to you, but that's not up to you to decide. At least now everyone knows Will Smith's boundaries." Now, a lot of people tried to argue with me.
I know that.
A lot of people try to argue with me because you know they love to argue with me.
Right.
But here's a couple of things I will say that ring true. One, I don't think that any comedian should be censored. I don't think any comedian is wrong for a joke. But what I will say about comedians is that if you're going to take a chance at a joke with somebody in front of you, you are not immune to the consequences that may be.
I agree. And I say the same thing, but in a different way. I say, and battle rap's the same way. You can say anything you want. You can do anything you want. You just have to be willing to deal with the consequences.
See now, here's another thing. Look at like nothing but respect always to Twiz, right? But Twiz says something here now that is so. This is so toxic. Twiz says this. Will didn't slap. Like, this is Twiz. I expect more from you because normally you come out here and you're on the wave. You know what I'm saying? You're on the right path. But this right here is another toxic narrative that people are running with. I don't understand what that has to do with the other. August Alsina being in a situation, what do we call that? An entanglement. Jada has nothing to do with disrespect in the moment. We don't know if Will boxed August Alsina. We don't know if he didn't. We don't know that.
He ain't do that shit. You know he ain't do that shit.
But this has nothing to do with the other. This is toxic because That's a whole marital situation that fans and people that aren't them have no entitlement to. You have no entitlement to their marital relationship, marital woes.
Nah, but here's the thing though. They made it public on purpose. They chose to make it public. So you got to
Okay, that's
accept
fine, but
everything they come with that.
that doesn't like him not quote unquote boxing or slapping August Alsina. That's not the same thing, bro. If they made that shit public and they know that it's an open relationship and a situation, whatever marital situation they're going through has nothing to do with the fact that Chris Rock said a joke that was in poor taste, whether he knew about it, her ailment or not. It was in poor taste, and Will in the moment decided, you know what, I'm all in. Got up, held him accountable on the spot. He didn't wait till later. He didn't wait till, you know what I mean?
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you agree with the slap? Were you like, yeah, that's what he get, or were you like, wow, what are you doing?
I mean,
oh, you notice he pivoted his back foot too when he slapped him, right?
bro.
I know you saw that.
That was a super pimp.
He pivoted his shit out.
That was a pimp slap, bro. And then when he started like fixing his suit and walking away, like, bro, that was.
But is he wrong? Well, is he wrong? If it was you and you was there with your family or your girl, would you have done that? Why or why not?
I mean, yeah, yo, bro. You know, if my lady had any type of ailment whatsoever, and somebody now was at a comedy show with somebody, whatever, yeah, you're catching a death us for sure. Especially if you're my peer. Especially if we know
you agree with what he did.
Especially if you're my peer. I'm saying me. If you're my peer
at the Oscars, bro.
I mean,
because here's the thing. He didn't know how Chris was gonna react. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think
at it a couple ways. What if he hit Chris at the wrong spot and he just fell and cranked his neck?
That's
you know what I'm saying? That shit would be a trap.
Then he becomes accountable too.
Yeah, that's one. Two.
I read something great that I'll share.
What if Chris just started trying to fight him? Then that would have see the way it happened was like, oh, I guess we can get back to the show, even though it's weird. It could happen like they could have started tussling, fell off the stage, somebody's ankle could have snapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you dealing with a whole national catastrophe. You know what I'm saying?
Twiz. August Alsina did not do anything in front of Will Smith in the public eye. So whatever he said, we do not know if that was how or if that was handled behind the scenes because that wasn't at the forefront. Joe Biden said on the podcast a great point. He could have, waited for him to exit stage left, caught up with them, and boxed him in his face backstage. And then all we would have been talking about is the reports that there was some type of violence at the award show. Now, another point, though. See, I've got a lot of, points about this. The other part of it is that I'm not really mad that Will Smith disrupted a fake-ass award show ceremony with some real shit.
No, he got them popping again. I was just listening to a podcast last week.
They did not get him popping again because nobody is watching the Oscars to see if there's going to be a Death Fuzz next year.
No. But look, let me explain it to you like this. I'm listening to a podcast last week. Shout out to Bill Simmons. He talks about sports, but he also talks about random shit like the Oscars. And he was like, look, this is the last Oscars I'm watching. And I'm like, oh, shit, the Oscars is next week? Which proves his point. And he's like, yo, this shit is super boring. Like, they booked the wrong people to be a part of the show. They're not relevant anymore. They don't even know what to tap into. You know what I'm saying? 10 years from now, they'll be like trying to make Snoop Dogg the host and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So he's like, I'm going to watch this one specifically to see if Will Smith wins his first Oscar. And I'm like, oh, shit, maybe I'll watch because I didn't even know that's going on. I haven't even watched the movie yet. About
the movie's incredible.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the movie's great
this week. But so I'm already like, all right, maybe I'll watch it. I still forget and don't watch it, which shows you how much I cared. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went to sleep. I woke up at like 5 a.m. and all I saw was Will Smith slaps Chris Rock.
Bro, if Will
The
Smith,
Japanese angle, the Australian angle.
yeah. Yo, if Will Smith didn't box Chris Rock in the face, I wouldn't have known the Oscars were on. Period.
Yeah. See, that's the point. But what I'm saying is, I believe because of this. Here's the funny thing about this. I believe that Will Smith will be more popping. I literally think the streams for the Bel Air show will go up because of this. I think whatever next comedy tour Chris Rock does is gonna fucking.
Bro, have you been paying attention? They're reselling. Chris Rock's first show is in Boston tonight. His tickets are selling for $1,200 a piece. The resellers are selling tickets at $1,200 a piece. His ticket sales are soaring.
He's the first person I ever see just get slapped or hit and like survive it that didn't get made fun of. Like people are actively supporting him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look, y'all on the clips thing right now. But let me say this before we go over the battle rap.
Yeah, okay, go on. So I will say, great, go.
Did you see Corey Holcomb shit? Yo, he was killing Jada. But I'm gonna say this, right?
There's a lot of disrespect going on right now on the internet from a lot of comedians that I'm looking forward to seeing them be held accountable for, because there's a lot of comedians that are able to touch on this topic and still keep it respectful, because that's what a witty and talented comedian can do.
Right.
But there's a lot of disrespect that I'm seeing on the internet that I won't name anybody to give them any type of like.
Corey Holcomb, yo, listen, if y'all watching this right now, go watch Corey Holcomb and see what he said about. Just type Corey Holcomb Jada and just disrespect on 99 million.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to say, Drect. Sorry, before we go, like the one thing that really kills me about all of this is a lot of people are really showing super racial undertones in their commenting online, and just people trying to downplay alopecia and what Jada's going through. Like, regardless of how you feel about her, like people in these comments and with these narratives and shit are really weaponizing racial tones with this shit, bro. You know what I mean? They don't understand that for centuries, black women specifically have been, you know, hair has been weaponized against them. You know what I mean? We could have a long conversation about that. We're talking about the way people say, you know, using the words like professionalism and shit like that. Like the racial undertones that have been all spewed throughout all the comments about people not being, you know, empathetic to like Jada's hair loss and her ailment, whatever, and just cracking on it, bro. It's really enlightening to see how disgusting the world still is in this day and age, bro. It's disgusting. And there's a lot of people I've just been like, yo, side eye, I'm like, what? A word, really? Like, you really feel that way, bro? You feel it's just a bald joke? Like, it's fucked up, bro.
Especially when Joe Rogan said that.
I didn't hear it. See, I'm not listening
Rogan
to it.
was one of the first people talking about, oh, it's just hair.
Yeah, see, like, I'm not really, like,
Joe Rogan, bro.
I'm not really trying to hear, I'm not trying to really listen to like a lot of these white people chiming in on the shit like in the way that they are, because they have no empathy. They're ignorant. They're being ignorant, and the comment sections are just ridiculous, bro. I'm not subscribing to it.
So, check this out. I found the Corey Holcomb joint. I'm gonna play a piece of it for y'all.
You want me to listen to this shit? Who is this person?
Who allows an evil, dangerous to be in their presence at age 45 and older? If you allow an evil, wicked, who son's friend to accompany you on your shoulder in public, you ain't gonna get nothing but drama. Let's just start saying that. You cannot sit up front at the Oscars with a bald head, bitch, and expect nobody not to say something. It is impossible.
Wow.
You cannot be
Kill it.
So so obviously it's if the audio skipped, it's blocking out the curse words. But he's going crazy, bro. I feel like Will Smith has to do
Yo,
more.
do you understand? Think about being a woman. Think about being a woman that is, how much hair can affect your image, your confidence,
Right.
especially you know what I mean. Like then you're with your husband. You're getting ready for a huge moment for him. You know what I mean. You're spending the day getting ready, getting prepared, or whatever. And the best thing that comes when you're sitting front row before your husband's getting his award, because they're bringing him up front for the award, right? It's coming up. And the best thing that can happen is a joke about your ailment you've been talking about for months becomes the joke. I don't know, man. I could see Will. Listen, I don't know, man. It's wild to me how people are finding, like, crack on Will, bro. He's the one that slapped him. If he made a bad choice, or if you agree with the choice or not, but all of these people tearing down a woman, bro. These are men tearing down a woman.
Let me ask you this,
and it's not even funny.
Let me make this point, bro. And I'm gonna be real, because you just kind of spoke on it. But the whole protect black women thing, especially on the heels of like the Megan and Tory thing, and we see how that's playing out, right? I agree. As a black man living here, protect black women, right? But something crossed my mind that we need to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, Jada had Will on the red table shit looking crazy on multiple occasions, just for multiple random things that I personally felt like,
absolutely,
I would get divorced from my wife if she said them things.
I agree.
Right? And to some extent, people feel like she's kind of like bullying him because he's obviously like head over heels, right? So if you notice, when Will laughed first and then he looked at Jada and she looked like, he might have just been like, "Oh no, baby, I have to."
No, see, listen.
Like, do you feel like in his head he said, "Oh no, baby's gonna hate me when we"?
No, man, that is so
toxic. To me, feel like that.
Okay, listen.
Feels like that, bro.
Oh no, baby. Yes, I felt that the laugh that he did at the joke was a laugh like, "Oh my god, this is super." He didn't go, "Ha ha ha." He was just like. Okay, and then the camera was off him. He kind of like
2 seconds, bro.
Listen, the camera went off him, and even Chris could hear it in the crowd. He was like, "Oh, wow, that was a nice one," whatever, right? And
it actually was a trash joke.
It was terrible, but nobody saw Will go like this and look at his wife. There's no footage of that.
His wife, though.
Yes, but there's no.
If he looked at his wife,
but he didn't.
Saw her face.
He didn't. In the footage,
the red table crumble.
If your if was a split, if your if was a split, we'd all be high. There's no footage of him going like this. Okay, number one.
You know he looked, bro.
I don't know if he. It doesn't matter if he
just felt tingles on the back of his neck. It was like, "Oh, baby."
Listen, it don't matter. All the shit that she's done to him, or whatever. Everything that we've seen is what they've allowed to be seen. We don't know their personal life enough to equate it to anything other than what it is. So that still does not give anybody the green light to be disrespectful. Like, it's like I wrote on Twitter. I said, "Yo, my girl can call me an asshole. Don't let my girl hear you call me an asshole, because she's gonna punch you in your mouth."
But Bishop, I have another question for you. I believe we should protect women. Yes. Do you believe women should protect men, however they can? Okay. So let me ask you this.
But if she doesn't, that doesn't mean
this was you, and you hopped up to do something that could potentially be disastrous and hurt your career and fuck up your money. Would your girl jump up and say, "No, Bishop, don't go up to the stage. Whatever you're about to do, stop"? She sat there like Magneto when the Brotherhood was fucking up the Charles Xavier's mansion.
I don't think
the Dr. Evil joint, like, yeah, get him.
I don't think anybody on the planet, including Jada, I don't think anybody on the planet could have bet $1 million You could never get me to bet $1 that in a million years, Will Smith was going to walk on that stage and slap him in the mouth. Nobody knew it. That's why
she was looking at him like
there was no footage of
like
that.
Darth Sidious, bro. Let's see if you have passed your training.
Bro, listen, you're dumb. Listen, there's no footage of her sending him all this shit. There's nothing. Listen, the next you saw her upset. You saw him with the smile on his face, which was uncomfortable. And wow. See, I'm not. You're going to hell. And then you see the next time you see Will is when he's walking up to box him. There's no footage of nothing else other than that, including when he was screaming, "Don't fucking play with my wife," or whatever. Right? Keep my wife name out your mouth. But you could not get me to bet a fucking nickel to win $1 gazillion. You could not bet me a nickel that I thought Will Smith was going to walk up there and box him in his face. Nobody thought that, including his wife.
Yo, bro, listen. Jada, her new name is Darth Jada.
Nah, you fucked
Jada.
up.
Darth Jada.
You fucked up.
It's Darth Jada. Yo, bro, she's been training him. She's been using this red table fucking magic to train this man.
He made
the Will Smith that I grew up and knew and
loved.
He
made the choice to stay there. He made the choice to continue his marriage. He made the choice to stay in his relationship. Once he makes that decision, all that talk is nobody's business anymore. So if I get in a fight with my girl for a month straight and I vent to you about it for a month straight, and at the end of the month we fucking work it out, you ain't talking to me about my girl. Period. Straight like that. It ain't happening.
So
it ain't happening.
So
and I'm never laughing after a man's wife. Come on, bro.
But bro, listen.
You took that walk.
The fact remains that, like, let's be real, bro. He was wrong. Oh yeah, he played Ali. Hold on. Let me say this first of all. Let me let y'all know this. Did you see what Stephen A. Smith said, Bishop?
I'm not listening to him again.
Okay, cool. Now you feel exact same way I do, right? That was what y'all are wilding in the comments.
Yo, I love this one. I love this one.
I can't even
truck. I'm buying a truck.
Yo, bro. Listen, man, we about to be off this in a second. Darth Jada with Red Table Magic. I honestly wholeheartedly believe Will Smith should not have done that, but people are overblowing what's going to happen as a result of this. No charges. Nothing. They're both a little more popular now than they were 3 days ago. Whatever.
No, I'm looking forward to whoever leaks the footage from the show tonight in Boston with Chris. Chris Rock's first show.
Twitter's gonna be lit.
On 3 days prep. 3 days prep. What is going to be the joke that Chris Rock lands? Because I bet you it has nothing to do with Jada.
Yo, I will say this too. Yo, if he lands the joke properly, it could be one of those all-time great career. His career is already defined, but his career could go to a whole nother level, bro. If he lands that joke that everybody's TikToking, Instagramming too, doing remix songs of for the rest of the year. Yo, as soon as it's funny, and oh my God, this is
we can't get off this topic. This topic is too great, bro.
It's excellent.
Yo, can we agree together that this is easily the #1 documented slap in the history of entertainment?
So what's it competing with?
Well, I don't know.
Now I gotta look this up. Best slaps. We should have named the show "Best Slaps of All Time."
Well, we can rename it when. But like, who else caught a serious death us? Sharon caught one from Strike. If we keep it a battle rap, but yo, Mike P said I'm trying not to text money more, and here I am. Yo, this is the gift that keeps on giving. I'm telling you, me and my girl, we don't even like mix up, bro. But this is one thing that we've been watching. The memes are crazy. Y'all are going to hell. The internet is undefeated, bro.
Yo, you know what I was thinking is that I don't know if it's actually like a physical thing, but this competes with big, fucked up, awkward moments. Like, is this bigger than Kanye West going on stage and telling Taylor Swift, "Fuck that, you shouldn't have won the award"? Beyonce.
Yes. Yes.
Is this bigger
But
than?
that did give us Kanye Shrug.
That was crazy.
Kanye Shrug was
Is this bigger than George Bush doesn't like black people? That was crazy.
Only because of Mike. Crazy. Only because of Mike Myers going like this, going.
So who wins out? The Will Smith slap or the
Will Smith? Still Will Smith.
Word.
It was passion though, but no, this was violence. But it was a box, fam. It was a pimp slap.
All right. Is this
Chris Rock never would have thought he leaned in like, what you gonna say to me? Like he looked like he was gonna say, how much are the ribs? How much for one? How much for one? Let me get one.
All right. You know what was pretty. I guess
if the comments don't know that reference, y'all ain't rocking with me.
Okay,
dog.
okay. Is this bigger than Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake Super Bowl? That was crazy. That was crazy.
What year was that again?
Dog, that had to be like.
How big was social media then?
That had to be like 2001, bro.
So when is YouTube invented again?
I don't know. YouTube? Probably like 2006.
So this is before Instagram, all that. Yeah, this is way bigger. It's got everything.
Well, imagine how many people were watching that. It's called Nipplegate, bro. That's what they refer to. Yo, that shit was 2004.
Okay, so it's before like Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff.
Yes.
Chris Hamilton punch. Ooh, nah.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I guess we're talking award show. The whole Jimmy Fallon, La La Land, and Moonlight thing was kind of crazy.
I don't remember that. I
think he announced the award to the wrong people. Then they had to scramble to fix it. That was crazy.
This is the best documented slap in entertainment as far as being a real slap. Everything else that's even close to competing would be something that wasn't a slap. You know what I mean? Like we're talking Old Dirty Bastard shutting down the Grammys or Sticky Fingers shooting up the Source. You know what I mean? Like the Source Awards and shit like that. But like this is the biggest moment where there was violence. Well, like it wasn't really violence, bro. It was a box. Man caught us slap us and then turned around, smirked, fixed his suit, and I don't know what they call it in America, bro, but out here, we call that a skank, bro. He skanked back to his feet. He skanked. Watch the footage. He might have been like, he did a little skank.
He got jiggy with it before he hit him.
Facts. Did you see him with his trophy after the thing? He wasn't even singing "Summertime," bro. He was getting jiggy with it with his trophy in his hand. Yo, Will Smith got it.
Yo.
Ooh. Hey.
I got an event. Check this out.
No, I don't know if that
bigger than Math versus Diz.
Yeah, wait.
Was that slap bigger than the Malice in the Palace? For those of y'all don't know what the Malice in the Palace was, that's when Ron Artest punched the fan.
Way bigger. Way bigger. This is the biggest slap documented. Period.
Yo, you ever seen that meme? How can she slap? Have you ever seen that?
Oh my God! I wish my girl was watching right now because I just showed her that the other day. That is the best thing ever.
How can she slap?
How can she slap, sir? How can she slap?
That's the top 10 meme in history or viral video or whatever. How could she slap?
I just showed my girl that last weekend.
So yeah, at the end of the day, I wouldn't have done it. I think Will was wrong. A piece of me feel like Jada should have been like, "No, baby, please," but she definitely was on her dark Jada shit with the red table magic, and I'll leave it at that. But yo, this is like the most engaged the chat has ever been. You know what I'm saying? That's
why it's the biggest story period.
I know. So getting on a battle rap. Battle rap is
35 minutes in. Here we go.
I mean, there's not gonna be much to talk about, and we'll get into why. There were two battles this weekend, back to back. Saturday was URL in Atlanta. Oh no, my bad. That was Sunday. Saturday was Panic Room 6. Queen of the Ring showed up back in the Bronx for a really dope battle. There was 4 battles on that card, and there was, correct me if I'm wrong, 5 battles on the URL TV.tv card, correct?
Yes.
Both battles did not have a main event. And think of it like this. Before we get into what exactly happened, Bishop, imagine you on your battle rap shit, right? You cool. You coming back outside. You know what I mean? You fly to the Bronx to catch Queen of the Ring. Coffee and 40 bars doesn't go down. You're pissed. You say, you know what?
I'm upset.
At least I'm flying to LA for this URL event.
No.
You fly there. Cortez and Surf doesn't happen. How do you feel as a fan?
I'm upset. But you know what? Every battle on the URL card was incredible. I'm not mad at the URL one. And I think we should start there. I'm not mad at
URL.
URL was incredible.
Okay, so me and Bishop have a slight difference in opinion on this first battle that we're about to talk about. Av versus Danny Myers.
Gentleman's 30.
I don't know. I believe that either the first or probably the second round, Danny Myers had about 12 rebuttals in a row, bro.
Now listen, I think that's
crazy.
He had 4. And I think they were dope, but that's not enough.
8.
That's not enough for the material. And this time, I took notes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Danny Myers' material was not even close to competing with Av's material.
I
not even close.
There was a period, and I believe that. Now, mind you, was your stream going in and out or no?
Yes, but I watched them today again.
Oh, see, I didn't. So my stream was a little choppy. I remember, I believe, thinking in the maybe the second half of the second round.
So you don't got no Danny quotes, because I didn't write the Danny quotes because those are yours. I didn't write them.
No, I'm not.
But bro, the stuff that Av was saying in every round was incredible. Av needs his flowers because I don't know. Yeah, one of the rebuttals didn't hit. It was what was 3 out of 4 rebuttals hit. I know he said the Nate Dogg rebuttal. That one was cool. If it ain't whatever punched, it'll probably be a hook or whatever. I mean, it's cool. They were cool, but Av's material, period, was incredible, and it was a gentleman's. I just felt he edged every round.
All right, this is how I honestly felt.
Don't convince me that Dan's a real man. This ain't who's the boss. Yo, he said this right hit as hard as McDonald's Sprite. Bro, are you dumb? What do you got? Yo, listen, Av was snapping.
Yo, now I'm not going to lie. When he said that, I was like, I laughed, but I was like, why does McDonald's Sprite hit hard?
What? Bro, have you ever had McDonald's Sprite?
Yeah.
It's toxic, bro. It's known.
That it's more toxic than the gas station Sprite.
It's toxic. There's something up with that Sprite. There's something up with McDonald's.
I haven't had it since I was in
it's got a kick, bro. Maybe, I don't know if you have McDonald's in the hood. Maybe it's different in like nice towns and shit, but McDonald's Sprite hit different.
Yo, I ate McDonald's probably till I was in college.
Okay,
I haven't had it in years.
Listen, you know what? You know what's another thing? You know what's another thing we do in Toronto is we mix our Sprite with Fruitopia. It's a big thing out here.
The only people that do that,
just telling you, that's what
they got that.
Because the Sprite got kicked, bro.
Little light up button on it that you can mix the drinks.
Yo, this motherfucker said Dan want to be. He said Dan want to be a stepper till he end up like the lieutenant one.
That was fire. That was fire. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this.
It's exactly.
All right, if it's a fact that it's mixed with distilled water, y'all got that.
It hit different.
I wasn't saying it was bad. I was just saying
anytime Av froze to a fade was a chart in the barber shop. Are you
Av rose to it? Now here's my problem. So in real time, this is what I said. I had Av winning the first round. I actually had Danny winning the second round when I watched it live. And third round, this is what I said. I thought Danny was going to sneak a victory because he took a creative angle in the third round. But I just don't think it hit like he wanted it to because he didn't get in and out of the angle.
Airport security make me dump everything out this train. Bro, come on. Dump everything in this train. Bro,
bro, it was 2-1. It was 2-1. And if Danny wrote his third a little bit better, he could have snuck a win.
I will never argue with somebody who says 2-1. My personal opinion is that it was a gentleman's 30 because I just liked his material in the second. I love that Danny had fire rebuttals. I just didn't think that it was enough. And it's dope that he keeps on doing that, but I don't think he should be doing so many. I don't think he should do so many because, I mean, you know what? Never mind. I don't care what he does, man. I just think if you feel that you're comfortable with your material and it's working for you, keep doing it. Who am I to say that? I don't want to be that guy. But I will say I don't think that is enough to give you the second round. And that second round was long. Oh, didn't do it. It didn't do anything.
So here's another thing, right?
Like better than what Av did.
So this is a personal preference of mine.
You took your seeds to the garden and didn't see the fruits of your labor.
Yo, this is a personal preference of mine, but I think when I'm watching a battle, right, if it gets too personal, I really wish that the other person just said random punchlines that was hard. But when I'm watching someone who just says random punchlines that are hard, you know what I mean, and mixes it with, you know, name flips, which are like cheating personals, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the other person is a little more creative in their approach. Sometimes I find myself being like, after like the 20th punchline that like you could have said, like the McDonald's Sprite thing, he could have pulled that off against anyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you ever count that against people, or it just depends on the situation? It's like if someone's talking to your soul, you can't do that. Because a battle I always think about is B Magic versus Ill Will. I feel like rappers like Av, even though he's fire and he kills 90% of the shit he touches, like if he's ever in a situation where he's against a B-Dot or somebody like that, he can't punch like that. So it makes me a little worried because I feel like he leaves himself open because he's not really playing. You know what it is? When you chain punch like that nonstop and you say every hot thing that comes to mind, it's all offense. It's like being a crazy puncher and not knowing how to shoulder roll. You a boxing dude,
I think it's situational.
Because you can overpower people with it, like Deontay Wilder. He ain't really have no real defense, but what happens if he get in the ring with a Tyson Fury?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's irrelevant to this battle because he did it the whole time and everybody went crazy. So, in my humble opinion, I give it 2-1 Av, but I think the way Danny executed his third round was he set it up.
I will say this. Danny, to me, is, for me, not being, I wasn't always a super fan of Danny's material. And, you know, I feel that Dan is his biggest fan, which is cool. But I feel that as of late, like I could get through those rounds. I wasn't like, you know what I mean? I wasn't like annoyed. The second was a little long, but I feel like that was a great exchange between the two of them. And I like that Danny's he's listening to the fans because they're saying they like what he's doing with these rebuttals, and he's utilizing that. So he wants to be better. He's evolving. I like that. He's doing. Oh, he had a line. He was talking about one slip battle in 52 of killing these motherfuckers and some shit. Like he was laying it down, and I was fucking with it. I just liked Av's material better because I just feel that Av is, when he sneaks in some of those lines, bro. What he said? He said, "I'm sick of hearing about all the scrap you do. I will dog nephew." Like, bro, that's not a regular punch. Like, people are like, like, set up, metaphor punch, like, set up. Like, bro, he said, "I'm sick of hearing about all the scrap he do. I would dog nephew.
Don't y'all hate when people repeat it mad times like you didn't hear? Dog, he said the scrap he do, like scrappy do. Like,
Shut up.
You ever watch
Just
Scooby
kidding.
Doo?
No, but what I'm trying to get across here is like the thing about Av's punches is they're not just regular punches. He's really crafting some shit here that needs to be dissected to give him his real respect. And when he said, bro, we're only here because I fuck with you, homie, on the phone, he like, I'm in a bind, Nate. Who the fuck are you, Stoney? Like, bro! I have 3-0 for me, but it was
this is the one argument that you were 100% prepared for. I didn't see this coming.
It's like a Will Smith slap. It's like a Will Smith slap.
No. But all right, I give it to you. You laid out an impeccable case. But I mean, I think Av won too. So
right,
your case is just 3-0. So next battle I want to talk about is
you got the I'm in a bind Nate line though, right?
Yes,
I hope so.
Yes,
because that's a Jada Pinkett reference.
Oh my god! So listen, Calico versus Chess. You know what's funny? Even if Chess didn't mess up, I just think Calico has something that a lot of battlers don't have, where this is the era of let me copy New Jersey Twerk and say bow, and let me not be original. And that's why a lot of the original top tier guys of this era are still the top guys, is because they're creative. It's because they have their own styles. It's not a remix of another style you heard before. So I just think when I hear, not saying that Chess is that, because he's not, but when I hear Calico rhyme, it just gives me something completely different. I feel like he's in like an unorthodox street lyricist. You know what I mean? Kind of like, I remember the first time I heard Styles P and when I started liking it, and I was like, yeah, this is a little different. It's not fully symmetrical to my ear, but it's kind of fire. That's how I feel about Calico. You know what I mean? He just has a different way of laying out his material, but it's also relatable. And I feel like
he got the Detroit rapper, like current rapper style in battle rap.
Battles.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an offbeat there. It's it's a different thing that's happening there, and I love it. And I gotta say one thing though. I will say this: can we at least get one time where the DJ leaves on WWF and let this man get off?
You love that joint. You love that joint, huh?
Well, he shouted me in the incident, so I love that song. But yo, I think that one thing I want to say about Chess is that I felt for Chess. Wow, okay, let's go. Wow, hardcore. Thank you.
Salute to you.
One thing I will say about Chess is this: I really felt it. Like I felt a way, because I was like, yo, he said something that nobody really, took into, like, really talked about at all, right? But he said, fucking hate when I get like this. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that shit, he didn't say it for it to be heard. He said it to himself.
And we heard it on the mic, yeah.
And he was like, he was so upset at himself, and he really wanted to do his best. And when you get a moment like that where you're like, yo, oh my God, like this means so much to me, and then he leaves the stage, comes back, and still performs his 3 rounds, I'm giving him credit for that. Because
I like you just talked about Chess, but let me throw this comment on the page real quick.
All right.
This might be line of the weekend.
Absolutely.
What's the name of the event, Bishop?
Any Given Sunday.
And Cal hits him with a throw up Willie Beeman line, son. After he throws up, the timing was impeccable.
Bro. Cal is doing something that you know what he's doing? He's fucking strategizing. He wants everybody to understand right now that he is not playing around. And he don't be talking all that other shit. Bro, Cal is making you etch his face on Mount Rushmore. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if I'd say Mount Rushmore yet. We have someone else that we have to have a Mount Rushmore talk about in a second, but I think that Cal,
that line was crazy.
I think he's amazing, and a piece of me feels like, because I feel like Sue Surf got him in that battle. I wish that Cal's third round he didn't have that little minor slip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like he said, bro. He be saying all the craziest shit ever, and then the moment he says one little slip, everybody be forgetting all the crazy shit he said.
That's because the Loaded Luck slip set the precedent. People be trying to recreate that moment. But yeah, man, Cal did great. I think his performance was impeccable. Now, Chess was dope, but he messed up so early. Well, he didn't mess up. He had to throw up so early in the battle. Yeah. And it messed up his momentum. He fought all the way back, and then at the very end, he just slipped up again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, Bishop just left. But
I get it.
What he said about Cal being on Rushmore, I think Cal needs another moment.
I think he's. What I mean by I'm not saying I'm putting him there, but what I am saying is that he's. I believe that he's gunning for that right now. His material, his what did Thing say here? He said Cal said he's on a 5-game win streak right now.
No, he lost to Surf.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I'd have to go watch it again.
That was an excellent battle, but I think Surf won by just an edge. So let's go to the next battle.
Oh my God! One line that Cal did say. He goes, "You like when he was talking about him turning his back on his homies or whatever," and he was like, "Where's all the homies? What about all the homies that got vomit on their jeans?"
Yo, Mike P, what up, man? He asked if who's left for Cal. There is someone left for Cal, but I'll let them try to figure that out. But behind the scenes, there's someone that he really wants to battle, him. Nobody wants him coming, and it's the Clash of the Titans.
We talked about it on the show.
Nah, we didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it with Cal.
Nah, we talked around it, didn't we?
Nah, he said he wanted to battle him in Detroit because.
Oh, I didn't know he said it. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Say it then.
He wants to battle Diz.
Yeah, so Diz and Calico
in Detroit.
One of the ones. So we got two more things to talk about from this event.
Yo, I didn't say that he was on Mount Rushmore. I said I feel like the material he's writing in his last bunch of battles is gunning for you to put him in that discussion. His material is great. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to.
To be honest, you could make a case. You could line up all his battles and make a case for him if you really wanted to. That's just not something that a lot of fans are doing right now. But an educated fan that's fully prepared for all arguments, such as Bishop Brigante himself, could probably make that assessment. But
okay, so what are we saying now? Next battle?
Let's talk about one of the titles of this video. We're going to talk about Charlie Clips versus Lou Castro. Now, let me say this. We don't need to break down every bar. We don't need to break down the rounds.
There's a couple
that we need to tell you. Yeah, you could break those down. But I'm telling y'all, Clips was masterful. Clips was the Clips that battled.
Was this the best Clips ever? Is it? Can we say that? Because I think I can say it.
That T-Rex performance was impeccable.
Oh, yes, but this was nasty.
The X Factor performance, the Sue Surf performance.
This was crazy.
The both Tay-Rock performances.
He was a fucking surgeon. When he said, yo, hey, holla, you didn't even know I was killing them with all big dogs. And then kept on going, bro. I let it leave him in the trunk to rot while a cop, what? Trying to figure out that, bro. Clips was going fucking insane, bro. His rebuttal to start, skirt off like Jazz the last time she was a virgin. What?
I got a line that I can't.
Little dog ain't deserved that Shih Tzu. What? They gave him the belt for Midnight Madness, but little dog ain't deserved that Shih Tzu.
Listen to this. I'm not gonna play the video, but I want everybody to listen.
Now I could be with his newborn in the park with his lady. Now I could make him kiss the ball head like Lil Weezy and a baby. Or I could hit him with tear gas, leave Lil Weezy and a baby.
Crazy.
Doing all by my lonely like Lil Weezy and the baby. And where they gonna find the body in Louisiana, baby?
Bro.
That was off top.
Bro.
That was off top.
Bro.
That was off top. There's people saying that was off top. That's crazy.
That is fucking insane.
Yo, so
give Charlie Clips his motherfucking respect.
Yo, what clip? Now I need y'all to notice something. When he battled Chess at Chris Brown's house, I was like, "Yo, bro, he's going kind of bananas." When he battled New Jersey Twerk, and he did the "Every kiss begins with pow." No, it don't. I remember thinking like, "Is fam back?" Because he had a couple dubs in a row. And I think this battle right here, because people were calling Charlie Clips the GOAT before the whole 3-round thing was a thing. Right. Now, when the 3-round thing became a thing, he had battles such as Shotgun Suge where he just completely murdered it anyway and still won.
Right.
But fans were getting on him because they feel like he wasn't fully prepared. He took off some time, got in his wilding out bag for a couple years. Now he's basically come back and just gotten crazy. In the one battle that he forgot in, he freestyled an epic round. So if people were calling Clips one of the GOATs before, now obviously you have the arrival of people like Geechee Gotti in the meantime, which are knocking on Mount Rushmore door if some people already don't have them on it. Where like does this recent resurgence put Clips on Mount Rushmore? Like what does it do? People in the chat, let me and Bishop know.
So here's the thing. What's going on is that battle rap is evolving still. We talked about the evolution, and what's happening is that there's a whole new fan base. You know, as time taken off by some of the vets, and doing other things. I feel like they could be sitting around going, you know what, these new guys are dope, but I can still come in here and kick some ass. And I think they're coming back to these matches to really show, who they are, but they're taking it serious. If Clips didn't take Lou serious, Clips would have got smoked. Because Lou was on fire.
But he showed levels, bro. He showed he showed in a completely different class. And it looked like Lou was just like, damn, like he's just outclassing me. It's not like
but Lou was still dope. That's the crazy part. Lou was still dope, but that level of dope that Lou was, which anybody else in the new class that was battling Lou with that material, Lou wins that battle with that material against somebody in his class. You put Lou with top tier material against a guy like Clips that's prepared, and you are going to see the separation of mice and men. That's what's happening right now. The vets have had enough of the long talks. The vets have had enough of them calling everybody old and saying that, whoop, 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 and they can't hang. And look what's happening. I feel like there's been a lot of people eating their words for calling out the vets. The vets are kicking ass, bro.
Yo, that's the first person I've heard say Gadzook since the 90s, bro. He's
what I'm saying?
He's talking about the Louisiana baby line.
Yeah, but think about what I'm saying though, bro. That Lou is at the top of his class. That Lou performance. But he's battling Charlie Clips at the top of his class.
So you really think that was Clips' best performance ever?
Listen, maybe it's because it's fresh. I can concede later on. I could see why maybe not for other people, but bro, battle rap has opened up again. Like URL has opened up again with a major crowd, full crowd. Shit looks like a stadium. Full crowd. Big stage shit, main stage shit. and Charlie Clips came with 3 rounds of fire and 3 rounds with incredible freestyles attached to it. Might be the best Clips I've ever seen. I've seen Clips in
that T-Rex because of the timing of what was going on, bro.
But T-Rex just lose his cousin that night? Didn't God bless? But didn't his family?
But that has it, all right. So when does another example, like when Disaster battled Cannabis? Of course, Cannabis didn't do good. You know what I'm saying? But if you isolate what Disaster said, that's
no, because I feel that what makes it the best performance is that he's fighting against one of the best new guys, and the best new guy is doing his best, and he's still being way better than that guy. So
but you know what? When I think of the best Charlie Clips performance, I think of it being attached to like a huge moment that came from it also, because he's that much of like a transcendent star in battle rap. So for instance, like when he battled Suge and did the na-na-na, and went through the whole ESPN shit, and then they actually talked about the shit on Inside of the NBA. Like, I don't know, but this shit was crazy though, bro. This shit was crazy. So
it might be my favorite.
Do you think he was this good against Chess, or you think he went another level here?
This is another level.
I thought he was crazy against Chess too.
It kind of hurts that these aren't going on YouTube, because I feel that this kind of stuff the public needs. But if you want to see it, you have to, get the URL app.
Well, URL is doing what UFC and WWF.
Right, which is cool.
They'll drop shit if it's that huge.
But yeah, the clips, this Clips and Lou, I felt that they both went at it, and I felt that I actually might give that battle of the night.
You know what's funny? The people are saying Gentleman's 30 because Lou did good and still lost. I would just call it just a body, but Lou did his thing.
No, because see, you gotta understand something.
Like he was getting fucked up the whole battle.
But he was fighting. And like you
ever see somebody get fucked up in an actual fight, but they were like fought with mad heart, but they still got mollywopped?
No, that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Because if you can thoroughly enjoy lose rounds while he's still in the middle of losing rounds, weird. But lose rounds. But if you can enjoy those rounds thoroughly, then it's a gentleman's 30. But he was kind of kicking his ass. I didn't call it a gentleman's 30. I'm just saying why I would call something a gentleman's, because I think that Av gave Danny a gentleman's 30.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna compare it to. Have you ever seen Spartacus or any of them movies where they just two guys fighting in the Coliseum? Right. And then they're fighting and the fight is crazy, but at the end of the day, one dude got his head chopped off and he died. Right. It was like that.
Yeah, I don't think Lou beat him.
Spartacus joint.
I definitely think he got 30, but I still liked Castro's material.
I'm about to start saying that, yo. That was a Spartacus, son.
Niggas Spartacus?
That was a Spartacus. Got his head chopped off. He did all right for a couple minutes, but he got his head chopped off. You heard? It is what it is, B. But Charlie Clips, is he on Rushmore? Now, I hear a lot of people saying, I'm just going to do the consensus, that the consensus Rushmore is Hollow, Mook, Lux, and Diz. I see a lot of people with that Rushmore. Now, I see a couple people changing the names around a little bit, but I think if you were to do a poll for 100,000 people, those might be the 4 names that come up most anyway, right? So if we're assuming that the Mount Rushmore is Diz, Hollow, Lux, and Mook, whose spot does Clips take? And then you have to factor in, has Geechee earned a spot on there too?
Absolutely.
I want to know that from you guys.
Twiz, I think that Lou got the worst 30. Charlie Clips was incredible, man.
I see people saying Hollow gotta go. See, what doesn't help Hollow's case is that he's, as of late, he looked like he's not in it fully. But at the top of his performance. If we were to take a highlight reel of them all, Hollow might look the best. He said, "Nah, Mount Rushmore isn't President Obama; it's the OGs."
Obama got to be on that Mount Rushmore.
So look, if you guys Mount Rushmore, I see a lot of people saying this. If it was Diz, Lux, Mook, and Hollow, I hear people are saying that the new Mount Rushmore might have to be Geechee, Clips, Lux, and Mook. I'm not saying I agree, but that's what people are saying.
Can somebody find a fucking mountain somewhere that we could actually chisel a fucking battle rap fucking like our own Rushmore?
You know how much that shit would cost, bro?
How much did Mount Rushmore cost to make?
Listen, bro, if it costs $200 to get a deep clean in your crib, how much you think it's gonna cost to chisel 4 motherfuckers' faces in the side of a mountain?
It's gotta be 5, man. 5.
5?
If we got to make an actual mount, that would be a really good. That'd be a really good collector's item to sell.
Bro, if people are getting this mad about Champion of the Year, imagine how mad they're gonna get about not being on the actual mountain.
Jeez.
That is a motherfucking accident.
We could find a mountain that somebody could chisel that on, and then have battles above it with a drone going around, so you can see the Mount Rushmore.
Bro, why not a small hill? You know what we'll do? We'll chisel it in a little mountain, and we'll use some B-roll cameras. You know how people make a little play set on their coffee table, and then they film it, and it looks all real?
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to do some stop motion battles around a fake mountain, bro.
I'm down.
Because that shit gonna cost too many.
We just got to do the whole battle in a fucking completely surrounded green screen room.
You know what? I'm gonna look this up. How much did it cost to make Mount Rushmore?
Look it up right now.
That's what I'm doing. Mount Rushmore.
Yo, is Geechee? Yo, here's a random question. Is Geechee, like, what do people think in the comments? If you could only pick one, who is the West Coast Mount Rushmore candidate? Is it Disaster, Daylight, or Geechee Gotti? Who do you ultimately pick to put on your Mount Rushmore today out of those 3 for battle rap? One. You only get one.
Yo, so real quick, while y'all thinking of the answer to that, it costs $989,992.32 to build Mount Rushmore. So basically $1 million. Hold on, but at the adjusted rate of today, that would be $17 million to replicate.
All right, let's do the little
inflation and everything else. 17 million. You got the bread for the $17 million. You got that, bro? N's doing good, bro. I see a lot of celebs rocking your shit. You know what I'm saying? You got that. Yo, get them Sunnis and loonies popping, man. Maybe we can probably get like an eyeball and half of a nose made. You know what I'm saying?
Whose nose? Who's got the best nose in your Mount Rushmore that we should use?
Yo, I want to say pause, but I don't think it's a pause. But I'm confused. I don't like it.
Might be.
I don't like it.
It might be. So who's the one out of those 3 that you're picking for the Mount Rushmore? You can only pick one. Disaster, Daylight, Geechee Gotti.
I'm gonna take Daylight out first.
Out?
Yeah, I'm taking him out first. It's between Disaster and Geechee for me. Now, what I'm thinking is Geechee has been so consistent for so long, but it's recent history, right? Now, the unique thing about Disaster, he had the crazy win streak in his prime. He has the crazy celebrity battles, and he's an international staple in battle rap. He's battled in like 4 different languages. He's battled in the Middle East. He battled a Russian dude in front of a Russian crowd, spit some Russian. I don't know. I say this: when the time is right, let Disaster battle Geechee, and that's how I will know which one of them deserves the spot as the apex West battle rapper.
Out of the two of them, who has lost more important battles?
Who has lost more important battles? What's Disaster's biggest loss?
That's a good question.
I remember the only battle that I saw Disaster lose, that it was just a flat out obvious loss, was probably Locksmith.
Did he lose to Cortez?
Did Disaster lose to Cortez? No.
Why do I remember people saying that he lost to Cortez?
Mm-mm. I think. I mean, Disaster is.
See, the Warlock said Cortez and DNA. And they said Diz lost to Tay-Rock.
Oh, Diz did battle Cortez. I forgot all about that. You're right. That was at the bunker, wasn't it?
Did I just beat the encyclopedia guy?
Yo, man, sometimes I'm tired of shit right now. Yeah, I forgot they battled at the bunker.
No, not the bunker.
No, this shit was 8 years ago, bro. 8 years ago? Wow. Yeah, but Cortez wasn't the biggest loss of Disaster's career, bro.
No, we're just saying, like, I mean, some people thought Oxymiran beat him. We didn't. Mm-hmm. Some people thought that.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Damn, we popping, yo. We getting spammed on the comments. You see that?
What's that?
The best adult dating site, yo. You know you lit when you getting spam on your.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, yo. Don't click on that. It's spam. Oh. Yo, they boo booing up the chat. You know how to block them?
No. How do I? You got to go on the. How do I block them? Oh wait, maybe I could. So I can't click on that. Okay, wait. Block user. Got it.
All right, bet. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like Disaster's
incredible, but I'm just trying to find a way for you to pick out of the two.
Oh, that would have to battle, but I would have to give it to Disaster right now, just because his legacy and what he's done and things he's accumulated over the years. Even though Gotti is going to go down as one of the best battlers ever, and he's probably going to go down in the top 2, 3 of the West. He
battled Lux.
That was his first big moment. No, not his first big moment. That was his first moment. Because he's consistently been a top card and did things, but I feel like you know what it is? Disaster has had performances which have made him a transcendent star.
Right.
I think when Geechee battled Lux, that was his first step towards transcending just being known as a dope battle rapper. He probably tapped into an audience that wasn't fully familiar with him before that.
Yeah, if Geechee and Diz battle, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to see
that. Do you think they would battle?
And call that event How the West Was Won. I think they're open to it. I think when Diz is done doing what he's doing now, I think he'll probably visit that. You know what I mean? So we got to get on to a couple things.
This is a battle rap movie and raise his opponent's hand at the end of the battle.
But let me say this. Last battle of the night was supposed to be Surf versus Cortez. Bishop, I'm sure you will speak to this too. This is what I don't like, man. Like, I don't
Hold on.
Oh my God. Come on, man. I don't even got the crispy camera today. You can't do me like that. See, look at this.
Yeah, okay. All right, never mind.
It ain't crispy enough for a ring.
Yeah, I can't really do it.
So, my bad, y'all. I'll be back with the big camera next week. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. But here's the thing. Do you think some of these people know what the word subpoena means, Bishop?
Okay, I'm gonna let you take this. I'm gonna let you take this because I have a moral compass that I live by. So right. I'm gonna let you take it.
No, I want you to say something too, man.
I'll say something, but I don't know if it'll be what you want me to say.
So for those of y'all that don't know, Surf was supposed to battle Cortez. They ended up not battling because a scuffle ensued backstage. Somebody ended up knocked out and on the ground, and the footage that's all over online. A picture is going around showing somebody with a big chunk missing out of their arm. And there's a voice in this footage saying, "They cut my man. And one of said battlers appears in this footage, right? Now,
allegedly.
Mind you, the footage is everywhere on every website right now.
Still, as far as
Right?
I'm concerned, it's still allegedly, dog.
The footage is all,
I
and
don't
then
care if you catch me like this, bro.
hold
I
on.
don't care if you catch me like this, whatever, like this, like this. It wasn't me.
Yo, bro, but then said parties talked about it in Twitter Spaces. So my whole thing is this:
I don't know where they do that at, but it
like,
scares me.
I'll never forget this. I actually rewatched this the other day. There was a fight at a Queen of the Ring event one time with some pretty big names, and me and Uncle Rob were standing right there, and we both looked at each other like, "Yo, you gonna film this? Nah. You gonna film it? Nah." And it was kind of like, "All right, let's see how we can help and just make sure the shit calms down." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's just, as a real person, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this whole TMZ era has us, you know what I'm saying? Ever since people started yelling World Star, crazy. So
You never want to hear that from out of your vision, because if you hear that and you don't see the person saying it, you're about to get punched out.
So my whole thing is, somebody, first of all, the situation, you could tell by the footage, if you were to see it, there was dangerous things happening in the footage, right? Potentially dangerous things going on in that footage. Somebody sat there and filmed the whole thing, bro. They sat there and filmed the whole thing, and no one looked directly at the cameraman. So I don't know how they snuck it. And then a bunch of battle rap outlets put it on there, right? Now, I'm not going to talk about the moral compass on whether you should do that or not, because we all know the answer to that. But bro, like, people don't realize that if it becomes a serious situation, you will get subpoenaed in court. Weren't you there? Isn't this your footage? What happened? You gonna lie on the stand, or you gonna lie to your mans? What you gonna do? Uncomfortable situations, Bishop.
Me?
No, not you. But I'm
Oh,
just saying, like, people, I don't think people realize the severity of interjecting themselves in situations that could be really messy, that you don't really want no part to do with if you never had any part of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's hard to speak about because I really don't want to speak about some of the details of this.
I will say one thing when you're done, though. But go ahead.
Yeah. But Sue Surf himself said that dude was back there swinging around a knife, right? And however the dude ended up getting laid out, he ended up getting laid out, right? Now, hypothetically, if I'm in a situation, somebody swings a knife and my man get cut, you don't know if this person is trying to kill, maim. You don't know what's going on. If you care or have love for the people next to you that are being assaulted, you got to do what you got to do. And thank God no one got killed. Because from what I hear and what I see, that was definitely a possibility. And it would have been over for a lot of shit had that happened. So my whole thing is just be safe, watch your surroundings. And with all that money on the line, bro, like, let's get a real green room. Let's make it harder for people to get so close to battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you can only get so close to an NBA or NFL player. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap needs to probably up the security. You know what I'm saying? The last thing you want is something like that hitting close to home. Somebody who's making a lot of money, changing their life, changing your life as a business owner. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You don't want to stop that with some senseless violence. And from what I seen, shit was senseless. You know? So anyway, Bishop, what say you?
I thought I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say anything. To me, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, some things require actionable responses, some don't. But I definitely don't. I definitely will add that everything you said is alleged. Even if somebody said something, it's still alleged. But
So as we're sitting here,
that's Street shit stays in streets, and we're.
You know, you would think that, but in 2022, it stays in the iPhone, in the Galaxy, in the galaxies.
But that doesn't mean I gotta conform. You know what I
Bro,
mean? I'm just. All I will say is that no, I got nothing to say about it. It's not my business.
I will
And
say this.
feel-
I will say this, bro. There's no getting away from this. There's a million videos online, on Twitter, on
well,
Instagram, and
here's
on.
here's this. I wish that they battled, and I wish that there was better green rooms, better scenarios like that, and yeah, and I just unfortunately, sometimes things happen at your job, and when things happen at your job, sometimes you got to take measures that reflect who you actually are. I don't know.
Yo, we should have put you on a rant and let you talk, bro, and and chop that up. Well, when the thing happened.
No, because obviously, like we heard things on thing
Right.
whatever. It just sounds like there's something more to the story, and I don't understand why battle rap is putting such a light on it, because I don't like to see one of our stars sitting in the middle of it. You know what I mean? And being filmed in the middle of it, and having to navigate in the middle of it. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I think he feels like. I will say this. I think he feels like he must have been in the right to a certain extent, probably legally also, for him to be speaking about it the way he has been.
Well, he also saved somebody's life.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
didn't look like it was any. It didn't look like it was stopping anytime soon. But moving on, check out this story. Boom!
Well, no. It's not 100% going down yet.
Right.
They said the contract negotiations are going well enough for them to agree to get on stage to talk about it.
Okay.
So it's not signed,
But it will be.
so they're probably around the numbers.
It's gonna happen, Shane. It's
We're gonna have to go into full depth on that one on the next episode. But that,
I'm excited.
yeah, maybe next week.
That pushes that
Maybe
boy
next-
further.
Maybe we
and
get
further
Hitman on here
to
too.
God's point.
Maybe we can get Hitman on here.
And Geechee Gotti.
That's gonna be amazing. Maybe the winner of that one gets.
Hey, going into that battle, who did you have winning as your prediction, Cortez or Surf?
I had Surf winning, but I did think that Cortez. I don't know what if the stars were lining up for him or whatever, but I saw a lot of people like having his back on this one, which I like because Cortez my man. Grind time day one, literally first grind time event. You know what I'm saying? I
fuck with Cortez heavy.
I think that Cortez has terrible luck. Every time he's about to battle, something fucking weird happens. Every single time, something weird happens with Cortez. So the biggest thing for me was just, I'm happy that he's going into a situation where he has an opponent in a good venue, in a good crowd, and his opponent is going to perform. And because of their history, 10 years in the making, that his opponent was going to say things that was going to get the crowd rocking, and it put him in a situation where he was going to have to show how good he, like, when we talk about you got that one moment in your career, that might have, after all Cortez has done already, that might have really been his moment. You know what I'm saying? Because if that battle, let's say that battle ended up as a classic or a close 2-1, you know what I'm saying? That puts Cortez in a different position. His money goes up. You know what I'm saying? He's talked about even more than he already is.
Do they have a reschedule for that?
They said they will. I mean, honestly, they need to do a card called Redemption and just do like 40 versus Coffee, that battle. Whatever else didn't go down that got messed up, and make a whole thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Redemption too, because I think they had a Redemption back in the day. So let's talk about this, man. We're sad it didn't get to go down, but everybody was there. Everybody was prepared. They tried to do it. Surf said they tried to do it the same way as Surf and Conceited. But Beasley said that since they both wrote for a big room, they wouldn't want to go do it at a sneaker store or something and not have the type of material that's complimentary of doing it in a small room, a la JC and Chilla. So they just wanted the battle to come off correctly because they had wrote for a bigger audience. And Bishop, from battling, certain things you say in a big room that you're not gonna say in a small room because the lyrics
100%.
are concentrated. So moving on, there was an event. Queen of the Ring, Panic Room 6. This was the long-awaited return to the Bronx, New York. They had the big ring. If you've ever been to a Queen of the Ring event, you know the girls got to walk around the ring and kind of work the ring. It's a different aspect to performance that we haven't seen, with a lot of them being on caffeine or a lot of them being on stage in other cities during Queen of the Ring's last little tour. I will say I was hyped for the Seabree battle. Seabree messed up in her second round. That was a little underwhelming to me. Tia S versus Norma Bates was a good one. I think Tia S is going to end up being a star if they give her the right battle during the right month. Battle of the night was Hope Trilly versus Eliza Versa. Did you see that, Bishop?
No. I tried to watch it and
Jittery.
very jittery.
There was some stream jitters this weekend, but we had our own in the past, so I'm not saying nothing. I hope the streams get better. But yo, if y'all check out any of them battles from this weekend, make sure you check out Hope Trilly versus Eliza Versa. Now, they don't have an app deal. They're gonna be dropping that battle on YouTube. I don't know if y'all tapped in with Queen of the Ring like that, but Hope Trilly versus Eliza Versa is one of them ones. That's one of them battles where you watch it and you say, okay, a year from now, one of those people are going to be a star. I don't know which one it is. It might end up being both of them, but that's their new wave right there. You know what I'm saying? I was very happy to see that battle. Dope. And then the main event was Coffee versus 40 Bars.
Damn.
So, and Bishop, speak to this. I can't rant today because I don't have the rant camera. Speak to this, Bishop. I want you to talk about it. I'm going to paint you the scene, and you just tell me what you think, right? So, like an hour goes by, people are like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? Debo begrudgingly has to come to the ring and say, hey, I got an announcement. And Coffee is standing in the ring with him. And he says, yo, due to unforeseen circumstances, Coffee and 40 Bars will not be going down. And everyone is like, what? Mind you, this is the Remy Maja had just got there. Like, it was all type of stuff going on. People were excited to see come back home. And those battles used to be packed. I can imagine how packed it was at this event. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go down. Now everyone's like, damn, I hope everybody's okay. What happened? Official comes out. What'd you say?
Coffee was in the building?
Yeah, she was there. Official comes out and says, yo, that was crazy because 40 Bars was there. And she said she was outside and she said that she wasn't fully prepared, and rather than get washed, she just won't do the battle. So, Bishop, how do you assess that situation?
Like, Official just said that?
I mean, the talk was that 40 was there, but she wasn't prepared and she didn't want to go on stage.
Did 40 confirm this?
Let's see.
Because it sounds like
that seemed to be other people were like, yeah, yo, that's what happened. Oh, you know what? 40 Bars did. She put out an apology. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I need the whole story, dog. You can't put me out on a ledge there, give my opinion, and then there's
I'll tell you. I had forgot that 40 did an apology. Let's see.
Was it better than Will Smith's?
Yo, you gotta relax.
I thought it. Well, look at this.
No, they said that was cap.
Okay, what about this?
A lot of people were saying that, but they were saying that was made up.
Look at this.
Yeah, I saw that. This is what 40 Bars said. She says, "I will address my." I can't read the word because there's something over it. Hustle had nothing to do with anything. She was not in my rounds, nor was I anticipating her being a part of my performance. While I made a decision that affects others, it had nothing to do with anyone except myself. My Instagram has been fairly empty for weeks with the exception of the promo pics for the event. So that's why it's clear now. I owe the fans, the league, and my opponent an apology. So I guess she wasn't prepared.
I mean, it doesn't mean she wasn't prepared. Maybe she was having an anxiety attack. It could be anything. Whatever it was.
Mitchell came out and said she wasn't prepared and she was there and she didn't argue against it. She said, I apologize.
I don't know. Why official got it? Why official got it? I'm not listening to nothing official says. If it's about somebody. I don't listen to secondhand he say, she say shit. 40 can do no wrong. She did wrong.
40 said she made a decision not to battle. She basically said, I made a decision not to battle. I heard multiple people say she was there. She was there and made a decision not to battle. So, Bishop, let me ask you directly. If you get to a battle, you're like, now, if this was a situation, you're like, man, I'm not prepared or there's something going on to where I don't want to battle. What do? Do you leave? If you know I'm about to lose for whatever the situation is, I'm probably going to lose or I'm probably going to spit one round or half a battle, whatever it is. What do you do if you know this 2 hours before the battle? I want to know for real.
It can't be me because I would never be in the situation. But it would have to be pretty serious for me to walk away. It would have to be pretty serious for me to walk away. It doesn't have to be because I think I'm going to lose. It doesn't have to be that 40 thought she was going to lose. It didn't have to be that 40 wasn't prepared. If she showed up there, if she wasn't prepared and she knew she wasn't prepared, then it sounds less realistic that she would even go there. Why would she show up? To leave? That doesn't make sense to me, right? When I hear somebody spit some she say shit, I need to have some fucking solid foundation to your fucking rumor that you're spreading. You know what I'm saying? Or your narrative you're creating. So I just don't see 40 showing up to decide if she knew she wasn't prepared. If she's not prepared, she's not even coming to the venue. You're going to be trying to get a hold of her, she's going to apologize later. Whoa. That's how people would do it. I don't think she's going to show up there and then tell another battle rapper, I'm not prepared, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? I don't know, it doesn't rock really with me. But it's got to be a real reason why somebody's going to do that. And I think...
No panic.
Hold on, let me check this real quick.
This battle and Hustle had nothing to do with showing that she does want to take accountability for not.
Okay, so shout out to my girl Hurricane Dude. I'm trying to see. This is a snippet of Coffee's 15 Minutes of Fame interview after the battle.
I'm really sad for my fans and for any of the Queen of the Ring fans that took the time out and came this far to see their queen, you know, and me debut in the ring and that won't get to see it. You know, I see some of them out here before the doors open, waiting up there, waiting through all the battles. It's really excited. So, I mean, this is my first Queen of the Ring event. Right. So I'm kind of disappointed myself, even as a battler. But it is what it is. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. Just yesterday, it was promo crazy. This morning, still going promo crazy. So I don't know what happened between this morning and now.
To me, that says, if you're promoting all the way up to the day, it doesn't tell me that she's not prepared. It tells me that something happened. And it's probably pretty personal. And that's why she's not telling anybody about it.
Okay.
If that's what it is, I'd leave it at that. But
so I will say this: the thing that sucked is they did a great job promoting that battle. The videos being made about each other, the memes. I was hyped. Like it was hard to sleep on that, and I just know from both of their talent level that probably would have been one of the GOAT female battles.
Well, there's a little bit more time to make it even better.
No, Coffee says that she is not doing that battle no more.
If she gets offered that battle, she's going to do it.
But here's what happened.
Why not?
Jazz said after she battles Geechee, she wants to be Coffee's last battle before Coffee retires. Because Coffee was going to battle 40 and then retire.
Why?
I guess she's focusing on music.
Oh.
Or whatever else she has going on. But it was like a known thing going into it. She was like, she doesn't want to just continue battling
Oh,
for that. So this is gonna be because she felt like she worked her way all the way up, got the Queen of the Ring on Queen of the Ring. So that's a nice little storybook ending for her career. But Jazz came out and said, after Geechee, I want to put you into retirement.
let's just see how Jazz handles Geechee because she's got a.
Yo, Jazz could get washed by Geechee. You think none of the other girls are gonna want to battle her again?
Well,
It's
no.
not gonna change her stock that much because he went crazy on Casey, and it was just like, oh, good job.
If she gets completely bodied by Geechee Gotti, the conversation will definitely.
Ooh, it's a multi, completely bodied by Geechee Gotti.
Wow! I still got it, man. I still got it.
You and your jump off style of battle rap, you were hopping around that ring.
If she gets if she gets completely bodied by Geechee Gotti,
yo, you can't stop there. Come on, bro. You need 10 more of them things. No, he lost it.
I choked. If she gets completely bodied by Geechee, what? Let's do it 2-on-2. You jump in on the second.
Nah, yo. I'm tired. I ain't doing that right now. But easy hobby. No, look, now you got people in the chat helping. Come on, Twiz. But yeah, man, I just see the thing that sucks, and I asked Bishop before this. I want to ask him on camera. Bishop, let's say you're a battle rap fan, or you're just you're you. You say, you know what? I'm gonna step out for battle rap this weekend. I'm gonna cop a ticket to go to New York. I'm gonna chill with my homie brothers. I'm gonna go to Queen of the Ring. Then I'm gonna immediately go to LA, check out the URL battle. Then I'm gonna go to ATL, my bad. Go check out the battle. Then I'm going home. And you go to all these events and no main events happen. Like
it happens, but it would suck. But it happens
twice in a row.
Yeah, that would suck. That
What
sucked.
do we do?
That sucked this weekend. But let's
Like,
hope.
do you think the
Let's
league
hope moving forward that it's not going to be like that anymore.
Do you think leagues need to now?
Because if she gets completely bodied by Geechee Gotti, and I bet on anybody, I'm gonna beat somebody.
It's an easy homie.
Easy homie. Where you would see?
You turn ghost when you meet the Tommy. Screw you, slime. Now,
if she gets completely,
I thought he was saying the bar suck. He was just saying it sucks if you went to my bad. Slime, you
want to slime. He said if she gets completely bodied by Geechee Gotti, and it's an easy homie, somebody will have to beat somebody. Easy homie. What was the other one you said?
Ghost and meet with Tommy. Ooh. So last question of the stream, Bishop. Does battle rap need to enforce pay docs or big penalties for battles just not going down?
Yes.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I'm ending this stream right now with a commercial.
But before we cut to the commercial, appreciate y'all for coming out once again.
Absolutely.
I'm Drect. This is my Cody.
This is Brigante. This is Organized Culture.
Yo, organize the Oscars, bro. Organize the Oscars, bro. How can he slap?
How can she slap? All right, one.